Good morning, everybody. I wanted to do an updated video on how to oil your valves. I'm going to be really specific about how I oil my valves and talk about things not to do. The very first thing, kind of a silly one, but if you have a bottle of valve oil with this thing on it, this is a child lock, you have to make sure that you push down on it. I'm trying to show you the right way. Push down on it while you open the top. Okay, otherwise it'll just spin and not open. I know that's silly, but I want to make sure you know how to do this the right way. This is my trumpet. His name is Pickle. I have to get used to how to make these videos so that I do this the right way. I'm going to oil his third valve because it's sticking a little bit, as you can see. So you loosen the valve cap to start with. I want you to remember this important thing. One valve at a time. If you put the wrong valve in the wrong casing, your instrument will not work. One valve at a time. I like to pull the valve out completely. That is where I understand I'm different from a lot of teachers, but I like to pull the valve out completely. It's always how I've done it. Now, what you can't see is that I have a garbage can down here, okay? Because I don't want valve oil all over the floor. It'd be good to do this over the sink. I'd say over a towel, but you're going to get the towel all oily, so garbage cans are a really good way to go. Take the oil, you want to put about 5 or 6 drops on the surface of the valve. Now, see how there's holes in your valves? It doesn't matter if the oil goes in there, but it doesn't help if the oil goes in there. So you want to put it on the surface of the valve, the smooth part that you see there. I did 5 or 6 drops. I'm going to put it back in the casing now, move it up and down a little bit, and now I am going to tighten this valve button up at the top. Okay, right now the valve is not in the right place. If I got my mouthpiece out and I played, my trumpet does not work right now. What you have to do is turn this top part righty-tighty. Okay, I'm going to do that off camera in case righty-tighty looks different to you, but you want to turn it to the right. Righty-tighty until you hear this. Did you hear that click? Now the valve is in the right place, okay? Repeat that step on each valve. Do this once a week, okay? If we're all at home right now, it's not a bad time to make sure our valves work correctly. If you leave it sitting for a while, your valves are going to stick, okay? Other questions about that. Sometimes people put their valve oil in these little holes right here. That is not going to help even a little tiny bit. It's going to oil the bottom of the valve. The bottom of the valve does not need to move up and down. The sides do. Other questions. Sometimes people put it in the actual slides. There are teachers that teach it that way. I prefer not to do that because if there's any gunk in your slide, it's going to mess up your valve. Some teachers, and a lot of my Liverpool teachers are like this too, so shout out to them. This is awesome. Some teachers only pull the valve out this much to put valve oil on it. Go for it. If that's a way to do it, that's wonderful. Me personally, I like to put oil on the entire valve. Don't drop the valve. It could mess it up if you do that. All right, if you have any other questions, please feel free to leave a comment below, just like a YouTuber, and let me know if you need any help with anything else. All right, thanks everybody. Have fun practicing.